What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Redcat Live, and it feels kind of weird because I've been gone for a bit, but I'm here to prove that I still work here.
For tax purposes.
For tax purposes, got a 1099 that bad boy, you know. But what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for hanging out. We got 559 Paul Alonzo. What's going on with you? He says, "Shh, I'm watching while working."
Oh.
To be fair, I am working while you're watching.
Yeah, I'm watching and working.
Yeah, so I mean, there's kind of that vibe going on, right? Francisco Garcia, what's going on with you, man? Representing the 209. I appreciate you. We got Jacob Eckwright. Good afternoon, sir. We got RC Adventures here as well. What's going on? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We got Yoshi Rivera. What's going on, good sir? L. Davis, what's up with you? What's up with you, man? We got Mr. Danny RC Mike. What's going on, brother? How are y'all doing over there? We're doing well. Right.
We just got done doing another episode of.
We did. We were in the Bed Dancer.
What's from the Bed Dancer Weekly?
Yep. Kind of getting people caught up on that venue, and now we're here. And as promised, I came in just for these two live shows, and I get to finish my vacation time because I took some time for myself. I know we talked a little bit about that, but I did. I had to take some time for myself, get off of social media for a little bit, and just kind of recharge myself and get ready.
A lot of rowing? Like, how far did you make it during the race for the rowing competition?
Well, it was kind of hard because did you know that it's really hard to row a boat in the desert with no water?
That's what I heard.
Dude, I literally, I didn't go anywhere. Yeah. I mean, I was in the biggest lake, biggest lake in the world,
dry
the desert, but it was dry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless.
I just wasn't sure because I know you've been,
I've been
like you went to Yale, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, he was on the rowing team at Yale.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys knew that or not. That's probably breaking news.
Mahalo, man. What's going on with you from Hawaii? Appreciate you so very much. We got Phoenix RC Crawler. What's going on with you, brother? We got Just RC here representing. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you so much. Shay Kick, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Vince Vargas is here as well. What's going on, good sir? We got Blimpus. Happy New Year to you as well. Is it too early for cigars and brandy? No, it's never too early. Never. Let's see here. Shay Kicks, he said he's ready for the Bed Dancer, and we're still projecting to drop that bad boy within the next 6 months, right? So probably within between March and June is kind of the dates that we've been told from the powers that be. So we hope to have it out no later than June if all goes as planned. But that's the goal right now as we go. And guys, yes, I know a lot of you guys aren't used to seeing me, especially on Tuesday, let alone at this hour of the day. But as I mentioned, I promise you guys we'd give you an end of the year wrap-up show, and I'd want to make sure I was a man of my word and make sure I came in just for this show. We got a couple of things we're going to talk about here today. Primarily, we're going to go over what kind of a year we had, go over every RTR that we have dropped this year. Thanks to you guys' amazing support, we've been able to continue this run going. But I also brought Aaron in because he's got some updates for you guys regarding the Vigilante, right? So we'll get into that here as well. But let me finish saying what's up to some of these folks that are hanging out with us here. We got Brennan Eckwright. What's going on with you, man? L. Davis says, hey, just eating pancakes and tuned in, man. We appreciate you. It would have been better if you were eating tacos, but I mean, I'm not going to knock you.
Is a pancake a taco?
It is.
If you fold it or whatever?
If you fold it and you put like the sausage link inside of it, I think so.
Okay.
And it'd be a Canadian taco if you put some maple syrup on it.
Well, you usually do ketchup, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Hell no.
Ketchup with Dijon, right?
I will say this. I did go to your favorite, my least favorite restaurant. Okay. I went to Taco Bell yesterday.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I did. But you know why I went?
Your queso.
No quesadillas.
No, your queso sauce.
No.
That special order, that mild.
No, ironically, no. I don't know if you know this or not, but they actually have a new chicken nuggets that they dropped.
No.
But the 5-piece has 40 grams of protein.
Well, that's good.
So, like for me, who eats very little, but I had to eat protein, I was like, dude, that's actually not a bad
that's not a bad way to get it.
It was actually pleasantly good. I was actually like, I could rock this. You know?
Okay.
So I did not partake tacos at Taco Bell. For the record, I did not break that cardinal rule. I don't want to hear crap.
taco. He knows how he used the plural version there.
Right,
So
right.
he had a taco and then chicken nuggets.
Yeah. No, I didn't eat any tacos.
You gotta go to Chick-fil-A if you want the grilled nugs.
Their nuggets are pretty good too.
They're amazing. Yeah.
There was something. So I was reading.
Salad, too.
I was reading that the nuggets that they offer at Taco Bell, they have more protein because of the batter. I guess that they use is like a protein batter. So like, it works, dude. I was like
grasshopper sauce.
grasshopper sauce. And to be able to get 40 grams of protein in a 5-piece, which for me that's a meal in itself. That's great because my goal is, especially now that I'm lifting more weights and doing about 100 push-ups a day with my workout routine, I need more protein in my diet, right? So,
That's a lot of those push pops, dude. I don't know how you do that,
dude, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it happens.
100 push pops?
100 push pops.
Wow.
You know? Oh, man. Art Hopper, what's going on with you, man? Thank you so much for hanging out with us, bro.
I thought that was going to be from Hoppos.
Oh, yeah, no.
Maybe it is.
Art, you never know. Here's Michelangelo says, Happy New Year, guys. I was having Redcat withdrawals. Team Yonkis, San Diego in the house. I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you so much with you, bro. We got Ben said he finally got a 65. So
Nice.
that's cool. Appreciate that.
What color? That's the question.
Let's see. Oh, Phoenix actually called says he got caught, so he has to go back to work. So shout out to you, man. Happy New Year. Thank you for hanging out with us. Monthly Custom Turntables is here as well. Folded the eggs, bacon, and syrup.
See?
It's Canadian taco.
I don't know if it's Canadian.
I would call it a Canadian taco because if it's maple syrup, where's Matthew Kett when I need him? Because that would be a question for Matthew Kett.
He would know.
Scale Builders Guild would know. 100%.
They have the best chocolate and the best licorice. You know that, right?
That's what I heard.
It's amazing.
That's what I heard. But you know what? It's not true unless I get to try it for myself.
Okay.
100%.
I know a guy.
Guys, man. All right. So, guys, nonetheless, we have Aaron here. And obviously, before I get into this year-end review that I really desperately wanted to have happen for you guys, I really want to go over some things. If you are a fanatic of the Vigilante, if you don't know what the Vigilante is, let me show you what the Vigilante is. The Vigilante is our fit scale 8S monster truck that we dropped earlier this year, and it's going to be one of the vehicles that we talk about a little bit more later on in the episode. But I really wanted to go over some of the newest things that just dropped that Aaron's going to fill us in on. So, Aaron, what do you have in your hands, and why is it important for this specific product?
Right now, I have a MIP 1.5.
Okay, what's in front of you, bro?
Oh, yeah. So, obviously, 8S power, right? We've seen some people doing some crazy things with these trucks, and the sintered gears can only take so much, right? So it's a big, heavy truck, right? People are putting larger wheels on it, heavier wheels, a lot more rolling resistance, a lot more on braking too, and that's one of the big things, like trying to stop that thing. And so we've having a little bit of an issue here and there with some people with the sintered gears, and some people wanted us to make some new gears. So we made not just one, not just two. We made 5 new gears. Now there's 6 here on the table, but it's realistically 5. So we've got all new CNC machine gears for the Vigilante. So we've got front ring and pinion, rear ring and pinion, the center diff gear, and then we also have the 2 gears on the jack shaft that are going to be CNC as well. So Now you're going to be able to completely outfit your truck with CNC gears. So if you're a person that's had a little bit of a problem with the gear or broken one or done something like that, now we've got a direct upgrade option for you. These are straight cut. I know there's another manufacturer that we work with that came out with some that are going to be a different style cut. And that's a little bit harder for some of the new users just due to the shimming and everything like that. So you can have some failures with those as well. Not that I've seen any, but it's just a more precision system. The straight cut gears like this a lot easier and super strong. So yeah, we've been running these in the trucks for a little while now. We've had them out with some of the influencers, and they've been testing them, and they've had nothing but good luck with them. So they've finally made it here about a couple of weeks ago, I think, actually,
Right.
but we haven't had a live, so we haven't really had any time to talk about it. So
100%. Well, one of the cool things, guys, if you go to the description of this video, you have Vigilante, or you want to buy a Vigilante, you want to make sure you offer or get the upgrades. I have a link that we actually offer them individually.
Yep.
And then we also have a bundle pack, right?
Yep,
The bundle pack
for the guys that already have the truck and they just want to completely outfit it. So we put a little deal together to save you guys a little bit of money. So we do appreciate you guys, and we love that you've been working with us on this. This has been a big release for us, and it's got some teething issues, just like anything else. So this is our first crack at it. So yeah, so we've got the new bundle and I think it saves users like around $30. I want to say something like that.
probably
I think it
30,
knocks like
40 bucks.
20 or $30 off.
Yeah,
something like that.
I think it retails for about
savings.
$79.99, if I'm not mistaken, for the kit. And it looks like it's going to come with the was it the front and rear?
Yep. The ring gears. It's going to come with the 2 ring gears, and then you have a front and a rear pinion. And you're going to notice on there as well, there's a different output shaft on your center diff for the new CNC rear pinion. So you're going to see that there, and also on the drive shaft for the front, it's going to come with you can see the pinion on it's quite extended, and you're going to need a 1.5, and you're going to have to take off one of these actual regular gears that we have here and put on the new gear. So it's going to key into the drive shaft instead of staying stuck in the housing. Well, it's going to be in the housing, but you're going to have to take the drive shaft off to get it back apart. So you can see here. So like on a traditional
Here we go.
one here, you switching it over.
Let's go here.
Yep. So on this one here, this is like the drive shaft that's going to come on your truck, and you're going to take the drive shaft out. Obviously, I would recommend just doing them all. Like it's a no-brainer. It's inexpensive compared to a lot of other things out there, and it's something that you're going to, once you replace it, you're kind of going to be done with it. So on the drive shaft for the center, there's a diagram on all the parts pages as well. It kind of shows you how everything goes together. We've got a couple shims and everything. But on this, you're going to want to take it out. There's a 1.5 set screw on these, and you're going to want to take the one of them off that's going to connect to the front. It doesn't matter which one in this case, because it's universal. And then you'll take that off. It's just a screw pin. Keep that attached. Slide the cover back. There's going to be a pin here, just a regular pin. You're going to push that out. This is your old gear. That's going to go off. And then you're going to, once you install the diff and the front, everything back in the truck, this will slide in here. And then you're going to just repeat the process, put the pin back through, and then use the set screw, and it's going to mate this directly.
Okay.
So you have to install that pin while it's in the truck. And when it's flipped over upside down, it's easy to do. And then you'll notice we have some shims that are going to be included on all the pinions. It's got 2 shims on there. That way you can shim it up, make sure the mesh is good. And like I said, on the illustration that's on the website as well, there's the picture that he has on the live here, and there's another one on the individual parts pages that shows you kind of where everything goes. So on the output of the rear center diff, due to the way that the CNC part had to be made and everything is machined, the same style gear that you see here is normally coming out of a shaft on the back of the center diff. It's going to be switched out, and it's going to be this new, I'm going to call it, I don't know, like a D-shaped shaft. And you're going to want to install that in your center diff. Good time to maintain it. Put your favorite oil in there, whatever that may be. And shims and everything. So those are the only 2 like little critical parts is what I'm going to say that are a little different than what's currently on the truck. These may throw people off a little bit, but it's super easy to do. And I'm sure there's going to be some guys doing some videos on it. So yeah, it's going to be CNC, all the things.
Nice.
So,
quick question. So, Tony Gutierrez was asking, what grease do we recommend?
Oh, oils? Well, it kind of depends. Depends on your situation, where you're running it. If you're running on hard pack, loose dirt. I mean, I've seen people running all the way from, let's say, 200,000 weight oil in the center, all the way up to there's 20 million. In my opinion, that's not necessarily. It's just going to lock up center diff. It doesn't really do anything at that point. It's cool, I guess, if you want to do it, but the truck's going to drive and handle a lot better if it's a little bit lower. I like mine around like 350 to 450. I don't need it super locked up. I know some guys lock all 3 up, and it's cool, I guess, but I'd rather have a little bit of traction and be able to, because the surfaces I'm running on are going to be loose dirt, a rough desert area. You're going to want the diff open a little bit to get that action, so you have traction. Otherwise, everything's super high diff fluids. It's locked up. It just slides everywhere, and it's cool for a little while. You can do the old Dukes of Hazzard thing around the corners, but when you want to square up and hit jumps and do other things, you want the truck to go straight and accelerate straight, and that's kind of where I prefer it.
Nice. Here's a follow-up question as well. Do you recommend they use Loctite on that set screw?
On the screw, it's a screw pin. It actually goes into plastic. So the thread on it actually threads into the plastic collar on this little piece right here. So you don't need Loctite at all. It's going to just thread into that. And the rest of the screws on these are going to be going into the plastic diff cases. So you should be fine on everything else. You won't need Loctite for any of this per se. But if you're taking anything out of the truck that's metal on metal, obviously we're going to use Loctite. I'd recommend purple. That's what I use on all my stuff. If you're maintaining it and using it all the time, it pops off a little bit easier. And, you should be opening these things up and servicing them probably a lot more regularly than most people like to do.
Right. Well, I mean, I think being able to offer anything for any of our platforms is amazing. I would love to see more of the aftermarket always take on even more stuff for us, because it allows us to keep focus on bringing the products out so the aftermarket can assist, but that may not always be the case.
Yeah.
And that's why I think being able to offer the CNC setup, I think it's an amazing thing to see. I know folks were asking about these things earlier in the year when we launched it. So it's kind of nice to see it kind of finally come around.
It finally came around, right? Like these things have been in the works for quite a while. It's just a matter of obviously it's that time of the year, right? So every factory that we work with when we're trying to get these made is slammed because everybody's trying to get product out, get new product in for the new year. So we had to squeeze this in, but we were able to do it. And it's a nice little upgrade, and it's inexpensive, really. I mean, $79.
Yeah.
Or was it 79 or 89?
I think 79, if I'm not mistaken.
For full CNC gear set for your fifth scale, I think that's a pretty good deal. I don't know.
Right.
I feel like that's a really inexpensive upgrade, and it's not the only thing that we're working on.
$79.99, and the regular price is $112.94.
Okay, so it saves you $32. So,
and those are on sale right now.
Yep. So. Like I said, we just got them in. They kind of went in and went on the website and went up, and we really didn't talk about them because, like I said, we didn't have anybody here for a live show. But it's one thing that people have been wanting for a while. They wanted straight cut CNC gears, so that's what we've come up with, and we're not done yet. We still have some other products. It's been ordered and it's on its way here, and that's another thing that kind of goes with all this stuff a little bit. And we should hopefully have some news on that soon. But we haven't been sleeping. You guys have been doing a great job buying the trucks. We appreciate it. You guys have been giving us some good feedback. Like I said, there's already been a couple running changes, even on some of the trucks that were in this last shipment. So just little things here and there that we're making, small little upgrades, just add a little more material here, a little stuff that here and there, trying to make it good. So like I said, it's been a great truck. We've had a lot of positive feedback, and we're not sitting on it. We're trying to make it better. So one step at a time, and we're getting there.
Right. Question for you. Do you know if we're working on a 2-speed kit for Marksman by chance?
I do not. I do not believe so. Okay. The Marksman is a much larger rig, and I don't know if we have anything 2-speed in the works for it. Okay. The only 2-speed stuff that we offer right now currently is the Gen 9, and I believe you might be able to bolt that in. Maybe.
Oh, if it uses a Gen 9 transmission.
I think they all use the same transmission. You might be able to bolt that in there. I'm not sure about the skid, though. Gen 9, the 2-speed, if you put it in the Marksman, I don't know if it'll fit on the skid or not. That's something.
That's a good question, though.
But that's something that
can we dabble?
It's a possible maybe.
It's a possible maybe. It's a definite maybe.
That means that Shane's going to go grab one and start playing with one just to see if he can do it.
But no
hey,
speed on that one.
I got a question for you. Someone was asking geometry on a Ascent Fusion. Are we going to fix the 110 suspension geometry on the Ascent Fusion? Front upper link attached to the wrong side of the chassis. The front upper cannot be attached to the same side as the panhard.
That's a new one.
Yeah. I'm wondering maybe that he just got one that was a fluke in that sense.
It kind of depends. Like, you don't have to attach the link to the same side as the panhard.
Mhm.
Just the way those axles were set up initially from like the Gen 8,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
weren't able to put it on the other side.
So when they were originally designed, like the Gen 8, they just weren't able to be
Yeah.
Correct.
put on
Yeah.
there.
That's not a new axle in the truck. That's the Gen 8 axle made into a single piece axle.
Mhm.
So when we did that, we weren't able to do a whole new mold and make all new, parts. We had to kind of reuse a little bit of stuff from the Gen 8. So that's kind of why that setup is the way it is. Is that ideal or the way that we want to do it moving forward? We're working on that, is what I will say.
Okay.
Always working on stuff.
And obviously, Bonita Creek, he says you had an Ascent 18 and you said you had some shocks that were leaking oil.
Mhm.
Do we sell replacements or is it covering a warranty? I would always recommend you reach out to our support team. Go to our website and you scroll all the way down to the bottom. It'll say contact us, and you can submit a warranty claim or reach out to our team directly, or support team, and they'll walk you through that. And I mean, if you just bought it, obviously we can make sure we can probably get that taken care of. But you got to run through the paces. They'll run you through that process.
Yep.
But yeah. We'll be happy to work with you on that and see what we can do. Jacob Eckwright, I agree, man. I'm eager to see what these guys are going to be working on for us to drop next year.
You have no idea.
It'll be a fun time, no doubt.
Have they seen the new 18 scale?
Yeah, we dropped it last week.
Oh, you did? Because I brought one with me. I didn't know if it was the.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh God, I found it. Yeah, we have a new 18 scale. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. You guys dropped this?
We dropped this like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
You weren't here though.
Was I?
Yeah, you blew out your back.
Oh, I was on sabbatical.
You were golfing.
I was in
the
Wales.
desert.
Yeah, I wasn't rowing, that's for sure. So you guys have seen this? Okay.
Oh man. Let's see.
It's 18 scale day.
Right. So let's see here.
So yeah.
Max Paul, have we had any issues with the light kit for the Gen 9? Not that anything's been brought up to my attention, but I would always reach out to support. They're the ones that actually see a lot of that influx. If they've seen something, they actually would be the ones that would know right out of the bat. But that I've seen people complain about online or stuff like that, I haven't seen a lot. But again, I don't get the phone calls coming in every day.
Yeah, definitely contact customer service, explain the issue, maybe provide some pictures, and they'll be able to help you out with that. I'm curious as to what it is because I haven't heard anything either. So usually when something like that happens, they'll bring it up and go talk with everyone in engineering, and we haven't seen anything on that lately. So that might be a unique thing we can make sure we're taking care of.
You got it. Let me see. J27, on the 65 Impala, does the rear chassis have a magnet, or does the magnet that's on the body just stick to the metal plates of the chassis?
He just said it.
Yeah. There's a magnet and it attaches to the metal.
Well,
chassis,
on that one, the 65 does it? It has a magnet underneath on the rear. So on that one is going to be two. Like a Monte Carlo uses metal plates. That one should be two magnets. One on the bottom, one underneath, because you're going to have one magnet back here, and then you're going to have the other one in the body, and the same thing on the front. There's no metal plates on this one. The Monte Carlo, I think, is the only one that we use a metal plate on.
So you have this front mount. There is a magnet there.
Yep, it's inside there.
Right, and there should be one here as well.
Yeah, you can just pop it off. It pops right off. It's just, you just do one of these
Oh,
deals.
yeah.
It's you just got to have strong fingers, supposedly, and then you can pop it off.
And there's also
And it's just a magnet
there's a
stuck
magnet.
underneath there, and
And just so you know, also there has been a few people that have called, and I have seen this, where at the factory they actually installed the earth magnet.
flip it.
Or they flip it in the wrong direction, so when you put the body on, it doesn't want to attach. So I always recommend double checking that. Obviously when you're making thousands and thousands and thousands of these
Stuff
at one
like that
time,
can happen.
sometimes you get someone that was like Friday at 5 p.m. and they just didn't put the magnet on properly,
Or they put
in
it
the right
underneath,
polarity.
like I just did real quick.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you have a 65 or 63 or the new classic 64 that has the magnet mounts, I always tell everyone just double check that if you feel like the body's not attaching, clasping.
You'll know, especially on some of those. And another thing you can do is if you have multiple cars, right, these bodies are going to fit on all the cars. Try and make them so they're all the same. That way, if you've got to switch chassis or something real quick for a show or you're doing something, try and put them so they're all the same.
100%. Brandon Eckwright, another question. Oscar, is anybody making interiors for the Boat to Riviera? Not that I've seen. I played with the 59 interior, and I was able to make one fit. There was still a slight gap on the bubble in the back, but it was the closest one that I was able to get to fit. Now, if you were to use that and maybe add some styrene for features and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you might be able to hide it. But the downside to it is that 59 interior does not look era correct to the 70s of the Boattail Riviera.
Another person you may want to look at for that, or maybe shout out or give him a call, is that 110 scale rod shop. He makes pretty sweet interior for the 64s.
Yeah, who knows? We might be able to make something for that. Yeah,
maybe he would be interested in making something like that. Or I know
he's got some
scratch
fire
builders
stuff coming out this year too that I've seen. I've been very fortunate enough to see.
Yeah,
I'm excited for what he's got coming out next year for sure. Dana, he says, are you guys going to try and come out with the drag car? Nope.
Never. Sometime next February.
Yeah. That's a hard no for us. There's already been a lot of saturation in the market coming from someone that used to partake in that scene quite a bit and actually was in it even before it became no prep RC sanctioned thing. It really got oversaturated and really is kind of even died in a lot of ways for as far as the numbers that I've seen come to it. Yeah. So it would have to make dollars and cents for us to sell something and offer something that I think would sell well. And I just don't think there's a big market enough that has sparked interest from the owner here to want to invest into creating something like that.
And we're not really like a racing company.
I mean, it only says it in our name, though, bro.
But we're primarily like, ready to run entry-level vehicles. And yeah, we could do an entry-level drag car, but there are some other ones out there from some other manufacturers that are pretty good, and they're fairly inexpensive. So if you're looking for that, you can definitely find stuff.
All right. Jeffrey says, I can't keep up with you guys. I did just order a couple MT trucks for a great price, man. Awesome. And guys, all you guys that are on here too, here's a quick reminder. If you go to our website, we do have a sale that we had going on, which was called the If You Didn't Get What You Wanted for Christmas sale. It's still going on. We actually just decided to extend it all the way through January 6th. And there's some products that are on sale. We have the hauler on sale from $549 down to $439. The Kaiju EXT was $449. It's on sale for $369. The Gen 9 from $359 to $299. We have the Gen 7 Everest. We have the RDS on sale from $399 to $239. Over $100 off. Dang. On the RTR.
Pretty good deal.
RDS. Tornado, EPX Pro. A lot of great products are on sale on our website. If you want to purchase a kit, an RDS kit, and get into drifting, regular price was $200, $199, and we have it down to just $99 for a kit. So
wow, that's a smoking deal.
That deal right now is live and direct on our website, and it is good until, if I'm not mistaken, January 6th. So definitely check it out. Anything that you order on our website that's over $50 ships complimentary to the continental 48 states. So that excludes, I think, Alaska and Hawaii, unfortunately.
Not Texas?
Yeah, right. No. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, still a good time to buy things if you didn't get what you wanted, or maybe you wanted to spend a little bit more money while you can. So I believe also some parts are on sale as well. Like I mentioned, the CNC kit is available at this time. So definitely check that out, guys. Let's see. Let me see. RC East says, I love doing custom Redcat builds. I do a lot, man. Right on. Thank you for that, bro. I hope you've been enjoying them. Make sure you keep up that great work, man. We appreciate that support, brother. Tim Lopez, what's going on with you, man? He says, hey, brothers, Happy New Year's. Thank you for the videos and information. Well, we're glad to be here. We're just happy to be a part of the community with you guys, honestly. Thank you guys for coming back week after week. And I know I've been gone for a few weeks, as I promised you guys we'll be back for this last show to wrap up the year. One day early and a lot earlier in the day, but we wanted to make sure we came in and hung out with you guys. So, Mark Limos, any plans for a large-scale crawler larger than a marksman? Cool. I don't know. I mean, I venture to say, like, I don't think we ever would want to get into that. I mean, like,
we used to have one.
Yeah, we had the clawback.
We had a clawback. We had the 8-scale super crawler, which was an MOA crawler. We've done some large scale stuff in the past, but
I mean, like you see, there's other manufacturer that has one. I mean, there's some popularity to it. I don't think I've seen it continue on its popularity, unless maybe just people are tired of hauling a 50-pound crawler everywhere you go.
Now, to be fair, this year at Proline by the Fire,
that was cool though.
That if you guys have never been, you need to go.
Yeah,
they actually had a crawl a group of, I would say around 100 of those guys
Yes.
with those large scale crawlers ripping up the mountain on Saturday night, and they looked sweet.
And listen, just because we work at Redcat, and a lot of us, employees here at Redcat, we have Redcat products. We also have
Other
manufacturers.
We're
I actually
enthusiasts.
I actually own an SCX6. I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't take it out that time, but I was
It's got a
kicking
little
myself in the
boombox
butt.
in
Yeah,
there. And
I was kicking myself in the butt for not
the
bringing
one
it
time
out.
you don't bring it, there's
Yeah.
100 people with them.
And it was they were all customed out. So I mean, that was like the coolest thing I did see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool if there was enough interest to want to get into
I've
that
definitely
scene.
seen people talking about it, and it's something that we can look at moving forward. And if that's something that you want, you guys need to obviously voice your opinions here and anywhere else on social media.
Mm-hmm. John Johnson, you guys know when the release of the Bed Dancer? Yeah, we actually mentioned that earlier on the episode. You might not have caught on if you're just joining in, but yeah, the Bed Dancer is on track to launch within the next 6 months. Definitely closer to June is the time frame that we've been given at this time for the official launch of it. As we're getting closer, we're going to start ramping up a lot more content on that product. We've been kind of staying quiet because we've been in the trenches working. In fact, we just had a show with the founders on the Founders Edition and giving them their end of the year review and update with that product itself. And yeah, we are still coming out with it. It's still a thing. And in fact, we usually have one sitting here on this table.
Somewhere around there.
It does this on the bed, and it does some cool stuff. And Bed Dancer still going to be launching 2025. We hope to see it no later than June 2025 if all goes well. Knock on wood.
Yep.
That's
one of those things, right? You guys get to struggle along with us, learning how to make a car like this that's quite complicated, and it's our first hard body.
Mm-hmm.
So many challenges and different things that we've had to go through and packaging. It's been good. So if you guys aren't part of the series, it's a good watch.
Absolutely. Let me see. Mr. Tag Me says, how about a radical hopper, Cutlass, Regal, or G-body style? No.
So when he means radical, he means like super long links and nothing in it and just meant to bang.
I don't know.
I think that's the word.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be venturing into that. I mean, you guys are already doing a great job anyways with the platform and doing your thing with it. So, I mean, I can't see us really offering one that
like a
has
performance style one and meant to hop. I mean, like hop in competition.
I would rather offer the bodies. Like I would love to offer the Regal. I would love to offer a Cutlass body, in higher detail. Like I'd rather do that if we ever could. And then you guys continue doing the cool stuff, allowing the guys in the groups that make the aftermarket links, like Bradley Willis and a lot of the other folks that make the extensions and mounts thereof, and be able to offer that as a platform so everyone gets fed. That's always awesome. I like that feel a lot because it really brings the community together and allows a lot of other folks to really, elevate the process and elevate the product as a whole. But from our standpoint, where we're at, I don't really see that being such a big enough market for us to offer as an RTR.
Yeah, we're having a hard time keeping up with the demand just on the regular cars.
100%. Yeah.
So.
All right. Nothing's in stock 83. Is there anything else in the works for the Ascent 18 or just the Ascent line of crawlers?
Well, we just dropped the Gen 18, I call it, or I think we call it Ascent 18 Scout 2 or Scout 2 18.
Yes.
This has been the latest release, and we've got this in the 3 colors, and that's all we have right now. So we've been kind of working on some scale stuff. This isn't like crazy super scale, but it's something that, we had a lot of success with the original Gen 8, and there's a lot of international Scout people out there, and I've seen a couple people ask. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Oscar? Do you think we should do one of the new ones, the electric ones?
Dude, I mean, I think
it kind of looks like
I think it'd be awesome because it's fitting. You know what I'm saying? It's electric and it runs on LiPo. So I think it's like.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you think we should do the new Scout. If you haven't seen it, it's up. That'd be, I don't know. Station wagon, we'll work on that one.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. All right. So guys, a lot of comments. So let's get into it here. So you guys now know the new CNC gear set available for the Vigilante is available on our website and on sale at this time at an introductory price of just $79.99, regularly priced $112. So make sure you guys pick those up if you want to continue upgrading, going beyond its limitations of what the factory system can handle. But let's get into this year in review. We've had a pretty big year, pretty stout year. We promise you guys going into 2020, 2024 that we're going to have one of our biggest years yet. And I really hope that we didn't disappoint you guys by any means, because nonetheless, we dropped a total of, I counted twice, 11 ready to run vehicles in 2024.
And one chassis kit
And one chassis kit.
for a total of 12.
Right. And a 2-speed transmission kit for the Gen 9.
Oh, yes. And many other things. But yeah, pretty
but,
good year.
But when it comes to actual ready to run vehicles, I mean, and a few of them are doubled vehicles, like the Valkyrie, right? It wasn't just one product, it was 2 for 1 in that sense, right? So 2 variants anyways, similar to, what else did we drop that was similar to the others that were variants of colors, but I think that one Valkyrie platform came in 2. But you know what? Let's not get too far away from it. Let's really look into what 2024 we did in 2024 as Redcat. And thanks to all of you amazing folks out there helping create and cultivate this hobby, allowing us the honor and pleasure of creating more products that you guys have been enjoying. So let's start off with the first product of the year that we dropped early in 2024. Of course, we kicked off the year with none other than the 64 Gold Digger edition. Gold Digger Edition 64. Yeah, I kind of mixed them up. But yeah, the Gold Digger. The Gold Digger was awesome because we had a guessing, not a guessing, but like a pot of names that we were putting in to this vehicle. And we came up with all these names, and I put my name in the hat, which was the Gold Digger. And I kind of was like, they're not going to pick it. And of course, it was chosen. So like, I finally feel like I have one in my belt, one name in my belt.
Well, we got to get you to have one every now and then.
Now, rest assured, guys, I know you guys are seeing the Gold Digger, and you guys are going to probably want to go to the website and want to look at it. Unfortunately, you're not going to find it because it was a very limited run 64. But it was a way for us to start kicking off the year, introducing our version of our Daytons on it with gold chassis, gold everything, black body, and a convertible black body at that.
Nonetheless, which we haven't offered direct through us before. The only other convertible offered before was through Dixon.
Right.
So if you are looking for a 64, I think Dixon still has the white ones for sale.
100%. So, it was definitely an awesome kickoff to the year. A lot of guys hated us,
of course,
and loved us for this. The guys that didn't like us were like, "Oh, great, another lowrider,
yeah.
Oh, another 64. Oh man, you guys are stuck on 64s. You guys beating a dead horse. Were you guys gonna bring me something else? Like, I'm saying a lowrider Tesla on switches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get
we know a guy. We know a guy.
I get it, guys. But that's how we started off the year, and nonetheless, I feel like it was a fun way to start it off. Right. We then progressed with the next drop that we offered, which was the Ascent 18. Right. The Ascent 18 was a 1/18 scale crawler that was the first of its designing class by us. Right. A lot of folks were really eager to see us finally offer a small scale crawler because we had not done anything small scale since the Sumo of its days.
Yeah, well, it could have been, the Sumo. There was a Sumo crawler, and then we had another one that I don't want to mention because they weren't really that great. All the stuff that you guys are seeing now is pretty much going to be all designed in-house. Right. So it's the level of what we've been bringing you is just going to increase and increase. And this was another one of those little notches in the belt for us in engineering. So, and as a company.
Absolutely. And the platform it was our first time playing with this platform that was designed. Shane was a big part of this testing phase and designing phase and engineering phase. And we were able to offer a really nice body with it. I like the bodies. And we were offering initially in these 3 colors, the blue, the titanium silver, and the red. And then we also offered a few months later, the pink, right? The Pepto pink.
The Pepto, the fake news.
Exactly.
Fake news pink.
Exactly. Heartburn, indigestion, diarrhea, all in one. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great product. People loved it, and it's turned into one of the best products of the year. Quite in fact, that Aiming Hobbies listed it as one of their top products of.
I think they listed it as number 1.
Of 2024.
Of 2024.
So it's really been an amazing product. We've seen a lot of folks do great things, and they've been using it in a competitive fashion and just going above and beyond with FureTech systems, and the aftermarket's really taken up on it and really blown it out of the water. So thank you guys for making this, honestly, probably the best product of 2024.
Yeah, it was a kind of a shocker as well because early in the year release, and people were loving them. So thank you guys, and now we've got a bunch of new colors, don't we?
Well, we have these colors in the pink.
No, there's no new color.
Not that
I thought we got no. I could be drinking. For some reason, I thought we had gotten one new color to replace the pink, but I guess we didn't. It's very possible. The pink came in and went out very quickly.
I don't know. I like the pink.
The pink is dope. Did I not get a pink?
on time?
Oh, we got some. We still got a couple.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we'll get one in
Yeah.
time.
So for some reason, I thought the pink went away.
Oh, because we offered them in a different variant.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. That's what it was. Okay. So, with that said, guys, so we have that, right? The next product that we ended up launching after this was, of course, the product that we're talking about early on, which was the Vigilante 8S monster truck. Now, you had hand play on this product. Fill us in on some of the specs on this product.
Well, it's big. It's like it's not a small truck. It's a fifth scale. So
and let me preface this by saying it hurts when it hits you at 40 miles an hour in the ankle.
Allegedly, someone got hit during filming in a corner with a lot more banking than this. Thankfully, I wasn't driving. We let our stunt driver try and take out Chris. But yeah, 8S power, uses hobby wing motor and speed control. Yeah, big, bad. It's a ton of fun. It kind of got a little bit of a square body look. It's got a couple little antennas, which I haven't seen. They include them in the package. I've seen them on a couple customer trucks. It's got the old school wheels. A lot of people actually been really liking the tires. They've been working out well. No, they're not belted, but they've been holding up. I know like the truck that I have has a much larger speed control and motor in it, and they've been great. So as long as you maintain your stuff and don't let your diffs run dry, it's been a great truck. So
and there's a lot of guys out there that are creating content with it, but I want to say one of my favorite influencers that I've seen just absolutely annihilate this thing is Thunder RC.
Yep. Oh, he sent it quite a bit.
Wow. He loves just abusing the crap out of it, and in all the right ways, And he's showing you, what it can do, what it can't do, and its limitations thereof. And obviously, working with him and seeing a lot of folks that were having some issues with the diffs as they were locking them in full form to get the most out of it, because that's what a lot of folks want to do. They want to make a wheelie banger that can, do.
And you can, but it's going to come at a price.
Right. Which is why the CNC gears are available, which the link to those gears are in the website on the description of this video as well. I do want to answer this question. Love wants to know how to find a Dixon. Go to Dixon.com. They actually have them on sale there.
Oh, they're on sale. Yeah. So they're local to us in Phoenix, and I believe they still have some. So
100%. All right. So the next product that we have, if you can guess it or not, is the Ascent Fusion.
I wonder what this was.
I don't know.
Any idea?
I don't know. I think it was like a hybrid vehicle of some kind.
I think it is.
It was like an on-road car, right? Wasn't it a drag car? The first
drag car.
Drag car.
It
was a drag crawler.
Yeah, the first of its kind.
Got it. So this was our introduction to, bringing back, of course, the Ascent, which we had dropped late 2023, but offering with some set of goodies. Some of those goodies included a Fusion RTR Fusion system from Hobby Wing.
Correct.
It came with some brass weight up front on the knuckles, some anodized red
little different
accents.
washers, accents. The shocks are a little bit different.
Carbon fiber chassis.
Yep, carbon fiber chassis. And this one has bead locks. So if you do want to use the wheels or, take the tires off and put something else on there if you like the look of them, it's got that. It's just got a little bit of everything. It's kind of like, I don't want to call it an entry-level comp crawler, but it's just a really good crawler. And it's meant to be, I guess, used more with your buddies trying to brag and have fun and see who can get up what. It's got overdrive and everything installed from the factory, 20% out of the box. So it's just a great little truck. It's got some new bumpers and skids that you can put a Fairlead in. Just revised shock towers with the motor mount and everything like that, making it easier to get that stuff in and out to service anything if you want to do that. So just a couple little upgrades and kind of blacked it out. And it's been a great truck. And that, I think, was on Ameen's video as well.
It was. It did also make one of their top picks for the year as well.
For the crawlers.
So thank you so much to Ameen for that. We appreciate that. And that's also based off of the sales that they do at their on their website.
At their location.
People that actually bought the vehicle place those vehicles in the top of their list, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of cool to see. And I mean, take it from us, who we've been always reactive with our products, and to finally have the last couple of years build up of being able to offer good products. It's really awesome to finally be on the forefront with so many other amazing manufacturers out there that bring their A game. So we can definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, the servo on that was good. That was the other big change on that too. We actually had a high quality servo in there for a ready to run, best ready to run servo you can get by a mile. So just a lot of value packed into a very affordable price.
And Tim Lopez has a question. He wanted to know really quick, unrelated to where we're at the month, but I want to bring this up because there's some folks that are going to ask, when will the low ride inventory be coming back up? We do hope to see it early 2025 coming up. I don't know an exact date. I don't know if they're on the water yet or not, but I'm going to try and get you guys a better update going into next week's first episode of the year to get a better idea of when we're going to start seeing those new Classic 64s arrive and inventory being replenished. I know there's a lot of folks that have been eagerly waiting for it. So Tim, thank you so much for your question. All right. So next up, guys, is the next vehicle that we dropped after this, which was not a huge wallet buster, but it was a nice entry-level crawler that was the Danchi Ridge Runner, or as we like to jokingly call it here in the office, the Fridge Runner, because it's square like a fridge. But it was a very entry-level crawler that took from the Danchi Ridge Rocks, which is actually a pretty popular platform with a niche group that offered both a crab walk,
four-wheel steering. It's got some different steering modes, and it's got this one in particular. You lose a little bit of articulation just due to the full size body, but it's based off of the same platform. So, and it has portals.
Right.
That was the big thing for this. It came on portals where the original Ridge Rock did not.
Right. And, guys, this one right now is actually on sale at this time. It was $169.99. It's $10 off right now on our website for $159.99. Yeah. It's not, again, a big dollar vehicle, but definitely something that if you wanted to get
crawler for anyone, really.
Exactly. You want to test things out. You don't know if you want to get heavy into the crawler scene. You want to not break the bank, but enjoy some fun.
Or break
maybe.
the truck.
Exactly.
These things are kind of like Gumby. For those of you guys that haven't seen them or do anything with them, the links and everything on it are very flexible. So it's good for new people who are getting into it or dropping it off ledges and doing other things. It's pretty resilient to what a new person would, mistakes that they would make and not break the truck. So they're great for that. And then same thing with the Ridge Rock, just a little bit more articulation on that one.
100%, definitely a fun truck. I think all in all, to film, it was a fun truck when we were filming that bad boy.
And that just uses a little 2S lithium ion pack in that one, actually. So a small little 2S lithium ion pack, inexpensive, safe packs, just really easy, good entry level car or truck, I guess.
100%. All right. So that was the Ridge Runner. And again, another fun product that we launched this year. And guys, links to all of these products are in the description of this video. So if there's any of these that you're interested in, you can always go to the description.
The down there?
The down there. Yep. And you'll be able to check them out. So make sure you guys check those out. So next up, after this, we ended up dropping the Valkyrie, but we offered this. This is actually, technically we should be at 12 vehicles, but it's 11,
what it is.
Because it is what it is, exactly. But we offer this in two different formats, the Truggy and the MT. MT is the red one, and the Truggy is obviously the blue one that you guys see here in front of you. And this was one of my favorite vehicles that I filmed this year with your help as well. Was
that because you didn't get hit by it?
That, and
okay.
it was obviously it was also the first time that you and I filmed at 180 frames per second.
Oh, yeah.
The entire thing.
Yeah, a little bit of memory card was used.
Yes, a lot of that. And then you were actually using your Avata drone.
I was trying to fly backwards and upside down.
And it was the first time you flew that drone.
Pretty much literally just got it and just to play with it. And I've flown the regular FPV drones, but nothing like that with the hand control and everything. So we're playing around with that, using that for some of the filming. And I think it came out okay. We got a couple of good shots out of it.
100%. I think it's one of those products that I think has been really fun to have. We did have some hiccups with it. right out of the gate at the
there
very
was
beginning.
Yeah,
But
little
we had some
things here.
shocks.
Yeah,
issues.
we had a little bit of issue with the shock, but that should all be resolved now. If you go to your local hobby shop and pick one up, if there is a set of shocks in there, they might be an old stock car. Those are the updated and the correct shock ends.
But all the ones
jacks.
that we are now offering on our website right now come with the updated version of those shocks to eliminate those issues that we had during launching.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of an issue with some of the pins breaking on the universals as well, and there is an update, and I believe those parts are shipping out now as well. So a lot of the parts that you guys are going to be getting is, if you get replacement parts, should be updated. The trucks maybe still have the old ones, just depending on what shipment that it is. But no, that's stuff that we are constantly working on, and we are looking at coming out with some more upgrades for it, because I mean, for $299, I mean, I don't think you can get a better truck for $299. Like, it's ridiculously fast. Some would say too fast, including myself, but that's what the people want. And yeah, it's been a great product for us.
I mean, it was, dude, my favorite thing was Chris was driving it and did that motion where we hit the jump just right, and he did a front flip and stuck it. We sent that thing over and over and over again off of a ramp. And we followed it with the drone. I folled it with my camera. Just a really fun film. And it was 118 degrees.
It was not cold.
No.
And how far did when we jumped out of the park? It was like 100 foot. I don't know what it was. It was a crazy. There's a good video to watch.
Yes, yeah, definitely check it out on our website or on YouTube. You can definitely check it out. But that was the Valkyrie MT and TR, the Truggy and the monster truck. Next up, product that we ended up launching very shortly after that, was of course the Classic Edition 1964, and this was our newest version of the 64. It came with the new chassis with upgraded servo, if I'm not mistaken.
It's got the new steering servo. It's going to have all black links on it. It's going to have a updated front hex, which is going to be a metal one. It puts a little bit more offset into the wheel to allow the 13-inch style wheels to clear the lower control arms, and just a little bit of everything. It comes with the black torque spec servos, which are good for 8.4 in the rear, and then it has the new V2 Reefs hopping servo as well, which is a little bit faster and a little more torque once you bump up the speed, and magnet mounts.
Right. I think, that V2 servo, something very important to note is that, a lot of folks are feeling like, they may not have the same amount of a pop, but the reality is that servo is going to shine a lot more when you put
it on 8.4.
Yeah.
That's when the thing's really going to shine. So that was one of the things that we requested when we were coming up with this, is we wanted to give the customers a little bit more. The old servo was able to be run at 8.4, but the performance wasn't quite as good. So when we had him do this new one, and with everyone running the higher voltages, we asked for it to be upped, and he provided. So that's really when that thing shines. So
100%. All right. So there's the 64 Classic Edition. We offered it in 3 variants of colors: blue with a white top, two-tone with a cream with the white top, and the classic blue, which is our highest selling color ever on the 64.
Yep.
So from there, we ended up doing something pretty big. So big that we brought in how many tons of dirt?
Too many. 6.
We brought in 6 tons of dirt, 6,000 pounds of dirt.
No, 12. It's
12,000
6 tons.
So
12,000 pounds of dirt.
So we brought in 12,000 pounds of dirt, and actually it's still in our warehouse. We have to figure out how to get rid of that stuff.
So if you guys want, we can have Oscar. This is what my thought is. For everyone sold, Oscar will take a vial out there and he'll fill in Redcat MT video dirt, and we'll include it with every order.
Oh, geez.
What do you guys think about that? Like, if you think we should have him do that, like he could sign the dirt.
Right. So Aaron and I are the ones that actually do a lot of the filming. We have drivers that come with us, but him and I always work together on these filmings. And when I had an idea of what we should do with this video, we talked about going and doing it outdoors. When then we're like, yeah, but we do it outdoors. We got to go outdoors where it's hot, manicure an area, hope it doesn't get messed with. And then I was like, wouldn't it be easier to just put it in a controlled environment? He goes, what do you mean? I was like, well, I mean, like, what if we were to do something indoors, And it sparked the biggest debacle in our company I think I've ever seen. We had Aaron out there. We had Nate Wells out there creating a base. We brought in all this dirt.
Yep.
We made jumps. Then we brought spray paint.
Painted the jumps.
Yes, we had
Watered the dirt, packed the dirt,
Yep.
formed the jumps.
Built
The surround for the whole thing with curtains so you couldn't see all the rest of the warehouse behind it.
Right. And that's what I'm getting at, guys. So when we do these videos for you guys and we work on these products, we're not just like, oh, we're going to do this. We're geeking out. We're having a good time with these
The
things.
whole thing was to try and make it look scale, kind of like a scale, like an event that you'd go see at an arena or stadium.
Right. In fact, one would even argue and go further. These guys even did their research and found the layout that they used for
The World Finals.
and that was a layout that we set up.
That's kind of what we base it off of. And then the square, actually, that we filmed it on, the pad is actually the same size as the stadium that we have here in Phoenix. So we tried to make it correct and then build the jumps, and it's got little scale containers and a little bit of flags, just a couple of things, just try to make it, look cool.
Right. Now, this platform, of course, was a hybrid version of the Ascent 18, but it definitely still its own. But obviously, it used a lot of the proprietary parts, with the exception of some things. We went from portal axle housings to solid axles.
Yep, straight axles.
Moved the motor transmission around, I think, a little
Yeah,
tiny
we're
bit.
a little more 50-50 now on the weight bias. It's got some new frame rails, and then obviously wheels, tires, and
I think they came with metal drive lines.
Yep, it's got metal drive shafts in the center, and then this one is four-wheel steer capable. So it's actually got a steer axle in the rear with a lockout on it. That way, if someone wants to put a four-wheel steer in it, you can plop it in. No big deal. It's like, I think, $9 for our 4 kg micro servo.
Yeah, very, very inexpensive.
Yeah, cheap. No, I shouldn't say cheap because that's not. It's inexpensive because it's not a cheap product. It's a hobby grade. It's been great. And then the speed control on this one is different than the one from the Ascent 18 because this one has brake. The regular Ascent 18 speed control is going to be forward and reverse. This is going to be forward, brake, and reverse. So the 2-in-1 in this one is a little bit different, but it does share a lot of the same common components.
Right, and now this would make the second micro vehicle that we offered this year. So we had such
Licensed even.
Right, with Edelbrock. So a big shout out to Edelbrock for allowing us to work with them this go around and offering a livery that is proprietary to them. And we also offered the Lawless version, which is a blue body with a cowboy up, looking really cool, but it really awesome platform. I think it's something that has been really fun to see people do. There's been some folks that have been already modifying them, and there's some folks that actually caught on that if they can use the axles off of this and throw them on an Ascent, they can make a mullet build.
Yep, I may have a mullet build at my desk. Yeah, it works pretty good. If you are interested in something like that, definitely hit us up in the comments, and we can kind of tell you what you need as far as what the gear or what the overdrive is going to be because it's insane.
100%.
So,
yep. So guys, the next product that we have that we launched, really, literally, these products were coming, 11 products, 11 RTRs, and think about it. Every vehicle that we dropped, there was a video that we had to film for it.
Or two,
because there's, we're not going to get into that. But yeah, so there was a grand total of about, I want to say 13 videos that I filmed this year with Aaron on these platforms that we've been offering. And we were literally finishing one filming shoot, and then the next day filming another product, and then mashing things together so that I could start cutting and editing these vehicles, these products for you guys.
I still hear that music in my head.
You know which song I keep hearing that I can't get out of my head? RDS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's.
I thought you were going to talk about Creed because I know Matt's been out of it. He likes to get high. Or 6 feet from the edge.
Yeah. So guys, obviously we wrapped up the MT and we started working on launching the next product that we had ready for you guys. And this one was for all of the lowrider fans because they were so fed up with us beating a dead horse with the 64 that they were like, you guys can't make anything else. Well, we did, and we didn't just tell them that they knew about this because we leaked this thing.
Unfortunately.
People knew that we were going to drop a 1963 Chevrolet Impala, but
what they didn't know
is that we were going to do a 2-for-1 that day, and we didn't just offer the 63 Impala, we also offered a 1965 Chevy Impala at the same time. Now, both of these products, the 1963 and the 1965, both share the exact same chassis that you guys have seen on the Classic Edition 64, which is the LRH 285 chassis V2 version with the blacked out links, the smaller radius wheels and tires, one-piece wheels, of course, and so you
Single
can't take them
piece.
apart, but it was just something to make it more era correct that made
Yeah, it's got the nicer sidewall with the white wall, and then just a little bit of everything.
right. And this was kind of a great takeaway. We offered them in both the root beer color and the silver for the 65. And then when it came to the 63, and this was also one of those things where we filmed one set of cars, one on a Monday. And then on Tuesday, we filmed the 65.
Yep.
And then we actually went back out
And reshot
some more because
footage.
we needed some more stuff. So, it's been a crazy, crazy year for us, guys. When I know a lot of you guys, when you guys talk to me, you guys think that it's really just this that I get to do and maybe hang out with you guys, but there's a lot of moving parts, as I mentioned, to be able to make these products come to light and be able to offer them. So that was, product number 9 and product number 10. And then, of course, comes to our last product, the last product that we didn't even expect to drop this last year, which was one that no one saw coming. Even I didn't see coming. I wasn't expecting to see this product launched until later this year, but of course we did it, and it was taking the Ascent platform to the next level with the Ascent Scout 2 18 scale crawler. The first of our kind, a scale crawler now, licensed body with factory LED lights included, new wheels and tire design as well. And this was something that we just dropped, and we offered it in 3 different color options, the blue, the green, and the orange. Guys, 11 products, and even 12 if you count the fact that the Valkyrie was a two deal.
And then the gold designer showcase kit.
The gold designer show kit as well. And then all the other stuff that we offered. It's been an amazing, amazing year for us here at Redcat with 11 ready to run products all in 1 year. And guys, I mean, I'm not trying to toot our own horn. I'm not trying to say we're better than anyone, but I don't think I've seen any other manufacturer come to the table with 11 products in 1 year in quite some time, if not ever. I mean,
It's a lot.
We dropped X amount of cars last year. It was a big year for us last year, even bigger year for us, this year. And I think I'm going to venture to say that 2025, we're probably not going to drop anything. I think
We're just going to ride it.
I think we should just ride it. We shouldn't drop anything. We've already dropped way too much. We're not going to leak anything going into next year. We're not going to drop anything.
We're not talking about the Nitro Sub or any of that.
We're not going to and we're not going to talk about the hydrogen powered Prius on road drag car. We're not going to talk about
Front wheel drive, right?
front wheel drive. Yeah, wrong wheel drive.
Yeah,
That's what we call those, wrong wheel drive.
yeah.
I'm saying the K24 inspired Honda Civic,
A leaf blower.
leaf blower that we have. Exactly. So, guys, first and foremost, let me say this. We are honored and blessed to work and do what we do here with you guys and for you guys. We wouldn't have the success that we have if it wasn't for all of you amazing followers and supporters, whether you're into the micro scene, the MTs, the crawlers, the drift cars, the bashers, and everything thereof.
You should switch your screen.
Oh, I should share my screen.
You should switch your screen.
There we go. There. Guys,
Going on a rant. You gotta start over again.
Okay, hold on. Back, reverse. Really, guys, you guys have made us who we are as a company, as we've found our identity in the last couple of years and really have brought all of our designs to in-house and to be able to grow over the last couple of years with all of your guys' support by our side has really been amazing. We could not have done and do what we do to the capacity that we do if it wasn't for all of you guys trusting in us and supporting us, no matter from what walks of life you're in. We have a gigantically diverse community when it comes to the amount of members and the kind of members that we have, from people that are into the lowrider scene to people that are into the crawler scene, into the bashing scene, the micro scene, the drift scene. There's a million walks of life that follow us and have our products in their hands and in their possessions. You might have heard of Redcat because you wanted an entry-level product, because you wanted to get into our scene and it was just fit your pocketbook. You might have found us because we're the only ones that offer RC lowriders, and that's the avenue that you want, that gravitated towards you. You might have heard of us because we have a variety of crawlers from mild to wild when it comes to price book and performance. But no matter what, Redcat has been a company that has grown into itself and identified itself as being a company that really listens to its consumers and its customers, trying to elevate the game anywhere that we can within our right, within reason, of course. There's a plethora of products, bodies, and thereof that we would love to offer in the future. There's so many things that we wish we can bring to you guys because there's so many great ideas that you guys bring to the table that we want from hobbyists and enthusiasts ourselves.
Yep.
But we honestly are literally taking it one product at a time as we come out with these. They're not being designed one at a time. I will say that.
That's what I heard anyways.
Right. We have quite a bit of things still in the works for 2025. We have a lot of things that we started this year and even last year that we hope are going to come to fruition here pretty soon as well, going into this new year. And we hope that you stick with us and continue enjoying this ride that we're all on and continue to support us because we're nothing without you guys. I want to leave you guys with my biggest wishes to you guys, which is that I hope that 2025 brings you everything you wish and desire. I hope it brings you love, peace, and happiness. I hope it brings you all of the fun that you can enjoy with your RC cars, all the smiles, whether you enjoy it by yourself or with a family member. The best gift that you can give yourself or those around you is the memories that you're going to be able to create. And we love that you guys do those and create those with our products.
Like Taco Bell chicken nuggets?
No, yeah, we'll talk about chicken nuggets are good.
I thought that's where that's not where you were going?
I mean, once I'm done, I'm going to go get some.
Okay.
But guys, 2024 was a great year. We look forward to 2025. Thank you guys so much for an amazing year. We look forward to what next year holds. Aaron's going to leak what we're going to drop next.
Yeah. So the submarine.
Submarine?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the submarine.
18th scale nitro submarine. It's going to be rated for, I think, a 2-person spa, I think is what we're starting out with for a size. So it should be coming out sometime soon.
Right.
I think, what is it, February 32nd that's when we're going to have more details. So check back then.
They're all going to come back now for that too. You know that, right?
I know. I will be here on February 32nd.
Well, guys, we won't take up too much more of your time. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us and hanging out with us for over an hour. Please go enjoy your New Year's Eve. Be safe. Make sure you guys are using your designated drivers if you guys are going to partake by any means today. You know what? If you are going to go out and drink and enjoy, take a crawler or an RC with you and just walk home with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it.
You could do it with the Vigilante.
Right.
You could ride home on it.
Right. 100%. So guys, thank you guys so much. Happy New Year. You guys stay blessed. We'll see you guys here next year. Same face, same time, same debacle and shenanigans that we bring you guys every week. You guys stay safe, stay blessed. We appreciate you guys. We really do. Peace.